The following show features work carried out by an individual who employs shoddy and dangerous practices in his work, which are presented only for entertainment. William is a dangerous, handsome fool. Don't be cool like William. Have your cars and equipment repaired and maintained by professionals.
Lines are through there. I'll just jack the stub up, jack the end of the swinging end of the trailing arm, whatever the fuck these French cunts call it. I'm gonna jack that up so that that measurement is 7.5 inches, because that's how it was when it was attached to the other end. Because remember, that one's attached to its shock, so that's what's making it have some anti-roll characteristics. It's going to be sprung, so it'll put up, jacking that up will put a 1/2 inch of spring onto the ARB. Then I'll slide the plate onto the spline and lock it, and that'll be the axle all back in one piece. And I've just got to put the brakes and shit back together again then. I'm pretty fucking happy, to be honest, right at this moment. So I think what we'll do is we'll just put the fucking ARB through tonight, and that'll be it. Good night. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned this. I mentioned it in the video that I didn't record, but I'm using, to drift that on, I'm using firewood. I've got a nice straight, lightweight log, and I've been, because I want to spread the load out on that end, and I've been like alternating it between putting it over the main boss here and on the spline boss to like wiggle it on, and it's gone on a fucking treat. Can't video it because I need 2 hands, one to hold the log and one to hold the copper, our friend Mr. Copper Hammer. Right, here we are again. You can see anti-roll bars back through. So I'll push that in from the other side as the plate goes on, so I'll show you. So she goes, this came in my kit. I got a kit to do both sides, it was 15 quid off Amazon. But I'm only doing one side. This side's alright. I'll pack some more grease in there, push the anti-roll bar through. In the middle, the diameter of the pipe change, of the axle changes, so I had to wiggle it a bit to get it through, but it went through easy. I've attached this. So this one here is sitting at 7.5 inches because it's got the shock absorber on it. What we're going to do is go around the other side, go around this side. I'm going to jack her up. I'm going to just jack her up 1/2 inch. So take that measurement now. Just needs to go 2/16 of an inch. It's too fucking high now. Right, well I'll make that 7.5 inches. There she is, 7.5. The camera's looking at it from a weird angle. Take my word for it, 7.5 inches. Not like you fucking care. So next bit, take this. So this is the one. You know, I'm actually going to clean that up a bit and come back to you. Right, so here we are again. I've put a bit, just squirted her out and given her a coat of copper grey arse. I'm not going to be able to video this, but I'm going to slide it onto that spline. Right, so you've got to jiggle her about. You've got to jiggle her about to get on the spline. As you can see, I've got it on the wrong spline. Yeah, that's what you're looking out for. So I've got this set at 7.5 inches. and I want that to be lined up with that hole. It ain't. Hello, it's day 4 of the replacing the trailing arm, the Peugeot 206 project. Lessons learned so far: if you got one with disc brakes, don't bother taking the hub off. Yesterday I was prostrate on the ground. Okay, welcome to day 3 of shit car state of mind. This is the bad part of shit car state of mind. Yesterday afternoon I spent several hours under the car swinging a hammer trying to dislodge the torsion bar from the right hand trailer arm. So upset was I about how difficult it had been the day before. But yesterday we got the arm off, fitted the new bearings, we put it back on. Today we're just screwing all the bits back on the car. Okay, so here we are. This is the morning of day 4. The trailing arm's back in place. Anti-roll bar's back in. Put the screw back in. That was the only thing we had left over from last night. That's the screw that goes into the end of the torsion bar or spring bar. The next thing to do, I'm going to put the hub back on, which I never should have taken off. But in trying to take the actual stub assembly off, I've damaged this fucking dust guard on the back of the bearing, wheel bearing. So I'm going to have to try fix that. Now my first thought was put a socket over it and tap it to make it about the right shape. That's not going to happen. Sockets that I've got aren't deep enough for what I've got. I've got this, which I could kind of use by just gently tapping that. And I've actually got hold of some decent pliers. I think the first thing I'm going to do is just warm it up a little bit, make it a little bit more malleable so that I don't tear it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fix it and I'll report back to you on how I did it. Okay, so update. I did warm this up and I got it off. Still not right. Basically it just popped off when I warmed it up. And I put a socket over it and braid it. Tried to tease it out a bit. It is eventually going to cause that wheel bearing to fail. When it does, I'll replace the wheel bearing. Shit car state of mind.